Hello, everyone. Welcome to another segment of DTF Movie Review Monday.
My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. Today, we have another trilogy for the books.
All right. We're going to be talking about the Antoine Fuqua and Denzel Washington combo, Equalizer 3.
I'm sorry, that's not what we're talking about. It's The Equalizer 3.
The Equalizer 3.
Yes, The Equalizer 3 starring the one and only Denzel Washington. And we have a special guest star. Well, I wouldn't call her a special guest star, but more of a special appearance.
Yeah. This is the first time they've worked together in 19 years.
Wow.
Dakota Fanning was opposite Denzel Washington in this film.
That's wild. I remember watching that movie. What's it called? Man on Fire.
Oh my gosh.
And he was her protector.
Exactly.
And this is what he's in as well. He's a protector in the whole trilogy.
Yeah, he does. Exactly. So, man, good to see them back on the screen together. I thought the movie. We'll talk about how I feel about the movie.
Okay, absolutely. Let's do what we do. Let's start with the director.
Director Antoine Fuqua, right?
Is he French?
I don't know.
Fuqua.
Yeah, that's his name.
Or what if it's Antoine Fock?
No, I've definitely heard his name. I've definitely heard him say his name. So, director Antoine Fuqua, and he's actually worked on a number of films with Denzel Washington. We were just going over the list prior to recording. But one, you got the Equalizer trilogy.
Mm-hmm. All three.
Right? Yes, he directed Denzel Washington in The Magnificent Seven.
Mm-hmm.
He also directed Denzel Washington in Training Day.
Going all the way back to 2001.
Yeah.
That's insane. More than 20 years later, another director and actor working together still.
Yeah. I didn't think of that. I mean, I didn't think of that until we were looking at the list, but I'm like, geez.
Yeah. One thing about the list that really caught my attention is before Training Day, he had maybe a few things, but before that, he just has a whole list of being a music video director.
Yeah.
You know, for Usher is one of them. I didn't really see the others. I just saw that was music video directors. But the minute I saw Usher, I'm like, oh, that's a transition from Usher to Denzel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that seems to be like a stepping stone, right? Directing anything is directing, but music videos seems to be a good stepping stone for movies, because in music videos sometimes there is an aspect of storytelling, right? I know. There's a music video director named Director X. That's what he calls himself, is Director X, and he recently directed the remake Superfly.
Superfly? Okay.
Really good movie. Such a good movie. I watched it and it was really, really good. But that's just what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
He is a well-known music video director, and he went into movies starting with, or I don't know if it was his first one, but it's the first one I ever noticed his name on was Superfly.
Okay.
It seems to be like a good stepping stone. You know, there's an element of storytelling when it comes to songs and music videos, and you know, it doesn't seem like a difficult transition.
Yeah, bro. If you got the talent, you got the talent. And there's always room for evolving. Always. You know, imagine, I'm pretty sure, well, I can't really say this, but who knows? Maybe he just wanted to do music videos. And then one day he saw an opportunity in the film industry and saw it way better, more fun, more time on it, rather than, you know, a quick wrap up on one day for music videos.
Exactly. Something like that. But do not get it twisted, right? Don't fool yourself or try to fool anyone else. There are plenty of people who get into music to get into acting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know, there's plenty of people who do that.
Is that what I have to do? Should I start singing?
Oh man, if you did that,
I have a voice of an angel, dude.
Nobody brags on you about it.
Because nobody's ready. But anyway, let's get to the main star himself. Let's talk about Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Is this his first trilogy?
I'm not sure.
Is this his first sequel?
It could be his first trilogy for sure, yeah.
Well, Denzel Washington truly needs no introduction. We all know Denzel Washington one way or another from, what's this movie called? Jesus, I'm going so blank in here. I'm talking about
John Q, Glory.
Hey.
He was in Unstoppable with Chris Pine.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about the Equalizer trilogy right now.
The movie with Tom Hanks. What's that one called? Philadelphia. What else? What's this? Friday Night Lights, right?
Was it Friday Night Lights? I know he's in a football movie.
It's in
Remember the Titans.
It's a football movie. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Remember the Titans. That's the one he's in.
I'm going blank right now. Look, clearly Denzel Washington is not my favorite actor, which actually can fall into what I would like to say.
Go ahead, man.
I was not too excited about watching Equalizer 3, if I have to be honest with you. Not that Denzel is not an amazing actor. He is 1000% an amazing actor. I respect him. I love watching his movies. Mm-hmm. However, I'm just not excited to see him like this. Like, what's his name? Robert McCall, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not really excited to see him as this guy, like a John Wick, I guess. You know what? I don't even want to say that it's Denzel. I'm probably just tired of the retired hitman who's coming back once again to, take out the bad guys.
It's an old story.
There you go. It's an old story.
It's a very old story.
So, but I do like Denzel Washington in general. Of course, he always steals the show when he's on camera. That's his thing. That's why he is Denzel Washington.
One thing about Denzel Washington, to me, I think, again, great talent. But he plays... all of his characters are just incredibly similar.
Very, very, yes.
Incredibly similar, right? What I mean when I say that is that Denzel Washington in every movie he's in is in control.
Yes.
He's in Flight, the movie Flight, where he plays Captain Whitaker, right?
Yeah.
Plane is going down. And this man is half drunk, high on cocaine.
Uh-huh. Like, hey, speaking to the microphone, leave your little boy a message. Like flipping the plane. Hey, you all right, boy? Like, hey, that's him. I'm looking at this little compilation of, scenes he's been in and actually pause right here on Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a good movie in the sense of like, he's not in control. Because in this case, John Travolta, the antagonist, is in control of this movie. So I think that's actually one of the reasons why I really like this movie, because it's a different
view of him.
It's a different view of Denzel Washington, which continues to prove my point on how he's an amazing actor. He can switch like that. But I get what you mean, though. He's the same character in a lot of his movies, but he has his fan base. He has that fan base.
He does. Mm-hmm. But we could go on about Denzel Washington all day. Yeah. In fact, we just did a recording of him. We just recorded an episode about Denzel Washington for our season 2 opener. Go back and listen to that if you want to. Okay?
Absolutely. Now, let's talk a little bit about Dakota Fanning. What's up with Miss Fanning over here? Child actress, still acting. People still excited to see her in films.
Are they?
Well, this one they were. At least to see her share the screen with Denzel again.
Yeah, I think that's what most of the hype was. Watching them work together again after, it was 19 years.
Yeah, after a real long time. I'm not entirely sure what else she's done. I know she did, well... I'm not just talking about her career in general that was based off of Charlotte's Web, but, that movie came out when I was a kid, so that was a great movie. Charlotte's Web, what else? She did, I know she was a character in Twilight as well. Have you seen the Twilight series?
I did, but I can't recall it.
I haven't seen it. I think I've seen part 1, but
I know for a fact I've watched all of them, but I couldn't tell you the story if I wanted to.
Were you like every other teenager at the theaters making out during the movie?
No.
Why? Because you were like 30-something years old when it came out? So you weren't a teen?
All right, now. Okay, now.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, not much Dakota Fanning has really done. She's definitely done work to stay, I don't want, in the industry, stay active as well. At this point, I feel like she's one of those child actresses, I could be wrong, that just still has money from her time as a child actress.
Oh, she's definitely,
and she's just having
Man on Fire still.
Exactly. She's just having fun with these small projects that she does, here and there.
It's kind of like, so she reminds me of Keke Palmer, actually.
Okay.
Keke Palmer, not in regards of talents or anything, but in this specifically, Keke Palmer, I recently saw her talk about treating acting as a job. So she just wants to be employed. Doesn't necessarily have to be the star of anything she's in.
Okay.
But she's always working. I think that's what Dakota Fanning is doing. She's probably just getting a lot of practice in with whatever she gets, because a lot of her things aren't notable. Mm-hmm. But before Equalizer 3, the last notable thing she was in was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's, I believe, 9th film.
I believe so, yeah. But okay, and before that, she did the remake of Ocean's 8.
I think it's a sequel, not a remake or a reboot.
Oh, you know what she did do that definitely deserves a lot of respect? Coraline. You seen that movie?
Oh, I love Coraline.
I love Coraline. Oh, dude, that's a movie I can watch that movie is one of those movies that just has so many Easter eggs and so many hidden messages that every time you rewatch it, you find out something new, which makes it a classic to this day, you know?
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So that's Dakota Fanning. I don't really think we have much to say about her. Would you say?
Definitely, most of the hype for her in this movie was working with Denzel again.
Okay.
Not discounting any of what she's done and contributed to the industry, but if I'm telling you, she's probably just honing her skills with all the things that she does, but doesn't get that shine.
Dakota Fanning is Dakota Fanning. Really, honestly. So aside from that, the cast itself is a bunch of people that we're not really aware of.
What they probably did was hire a bunch of local actors because the film took place in southern Italy.
Correct.
So they probably hired a bunch of local actors, which is why we wouldn't know who they were.
Okay. That truly does explain a lot. But yeah, so it was a lot of unknown actors that we are unfamiliar with, but the cast was filled with great talent. It's good to see them really, doing that.
Let's get into the movie.
Yes. What did you think about the film in general?
In this trilogy, it is definitely, to me, the least exciting of the three.
Okay, yes.
Not calling it a bad movie, but in comparison to the other two films in the trilogy, definitely the least exciting. I was excited to go to the theater to see it. After watching it, just elements of this film that were not in the first two really, brought it down for me. That's all.
Okay.
How about you?
I was not excited to watch it. That's why I decided to watch it on $5 Wednesday. But still, I like a good action scenes. And that's what this movie had. Action scenes, a couple of them, truthfully. Yeah. And this is one of the things that I personally didn't like about this third one is, like you said, it wasn't like the first two, which is completely understandable why they would try to switch it up a little bit so people don't get tired of it, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, I don't like the slow burn in the sense of it took us a while to see a little bit more action. It started with a good action scene. It was great. It got you riled up for it to see exactly what's going to happen. However, I felt like it took a little too long for it to get back into the track for me to be excited for it again. The storyline was good. I get it. I like that he is trying to find happiness in retirement. I personally do like that he sticks up for the little people, So I like that whole persona of his. So when he finally does go against the Italian mafia and he sees that the town is being, infiltrated by these people, he wants to help. And I like that. But I just wasn't as interested as it was for the 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, let's read the synopsis. Robert McCall finds himself at home in southern Italy, but he discovers his friends are under the control of local crime bosses. As events turn deadly, McCall knows what he has to do. Become his friend's protector by taking on the mafia. There's another what's the word I want to say? Cliche, right? Movie takes place in Italy. So you got to involve the mafia.
Right. Yeah. The mafia, you got to include somebody's, grandma just, cooking new, pasta, covering her head, just minding her business.
There are a few of those things in this film. Like I'm telling you, man, they're just what upset me most, right? What upset me most about this film is what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Equalizer?
I think of him killing people.
Right?
Yeah.
With that stopwatch.
Correct. Yeah, the stopwatch.
The stopwatch. That's what I think of. And that was missing from this movie. That's one of the elements I'm talking about.
Did it break in part 2 or something?
I don't remember.
Right?
That.
I don't know. For all we know.
But, a Timex ain't that expensive.
If he moved to Italy, he could have afforded another one.
Yeah.
But I that is something that did catch my attention until like after the movie. I didn't really realize it. It's such a small piece in part 1 and 2 that really made a difference in part 3. I didn't notice that until you brought it up.
Yeah. Also, the other thing that was missing from this movie was the details in his fighting ability.
Okay, yeah.
Later on in the movie, there's a scene. There's a fight scene, right? And instead of the director taking the time to show you his skills, he is just overpowering his enemies in this scene. He's just wham, bam, I'm Denzel Washington.
Okay, yeah. I mean, sounds about right for Denzel Washington to just do,
But in the first two films, there was a lot more effort into portraying the skill level that he's gained working for the CIA over the years.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
So those are the only elements that I felt were missing in the film. As far as the storytelling, I thought it was a really good way to close the trilogy, you know? And there was just one more thing in there that was just incredibly obvious to me from the beginning. And
which was?
I don't want to talk about it over here.
Just say it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, just say it. This is open space, bro. Confess your sins. Come on.
It was Dakota Fanning's character. It was just absolutely obvious who she was to me.
To you, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, again, you enjoyed part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So you were okay. At least for me, not that I forgot what 1 and 2 was. I remember how it went, but yeah, no, I completely forgot who her parents' character was and everything like that. But no, I mean, aside from that, I did enjoy the gory scenes. You know, I enjoy a nice, blood and guts, a little.
All 28 seconds of it. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, I don't really think I have much to say about Equalizer 3. It's, again, we've talked about this in the Dark Knight episode. To pull out a trilogy is very difficult when you bring out that third one. Part 1 and 2, part 1 can always be a hit. Part 2 is risking it, but the chances of it being a hit again it's maybe 60%, a little bit higher. Part 3, you have to really nail it on the coffin.
Yes.
You're going to end a story and you need to end it the right way. I think they ended it the right way in the sense of I'm glad they didn't kill him. I can say that. I hate when the main character dies. It makes no sense to me.
That's true.
I don't sleep well. I can't. It makes no sense to me. I'm still mad about Iron Man dying. But aside from that, I liked how the story ended, but the story was all right for me in this case.
I feel like the only way you can make it's not even a trilogy at this point, but the only way you can make a trilogy work is by making it a larger story. Look at the success Vin Diesel has with the Fast franchise.
You know what the thing is? He ends his movies, making you think this is the last one. Bro, you know how many marketing has been put out since, I think, Paul Walker's last movie, I think, which was Furious 7. People thought, okay, that's it. No, we're not going to do it no more because of, Paul Walker's is gone, which is very respectable idea, Nah, we're going to milk this. Fate in the Furious, part 8, let's go.
Yeah.
And then they did it. Okay, it was all right. But then they just kept going. But each time when these marketing ads came out for these, these movies before they were released in theaters, I could swear to you, all of them almost said one last ride.
Yeah, that's true.
I swear to you.
That's true.
Dude, I swear. You remember how Fast X ended? Clearly letting you know that there's going to be a whole lot more.
Yeah.
And they said that this is where the road ends. Come on, dude. Anyways, yeah. So the trick to making a trilogy without making it a trilogy is not to even let people know that.
Keep going. That's the answer.
Yeah, just keep going. Let people
no matter what the fans say.
All right, man. But yeah, that's all I got.
What would you rate this film?
Ooh, I'm gonna give that a 4.5.
Oh man, so low.
So low. I think this is my lowest score so far since we started this.
Yeah.
I was not interested in this one, bro.
So
Herb says 4.5.
4.5. I would say that, while it was the least interesting in the trilogy, the storytelling aspect was very good. There hardly any action. There was that obvious predictable thing with Dakota Fanning. I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Not bad. The worst of the 3.
Okay. All right. So DTF's official rating, Herb says 4.5.
Frankie says 7.
There it is. That's our ratings. If you have any other opinions regarding the movie, let us know. Let us know. Show us how we may be wrong about these scores. Let Frankie know it should be lower than a 7. Let me know it should be higher than a 4.5.
Yeah, man. Anything else, Herb?
I don't have anything else much to say. I'm very excited to continue dropping these episodes, and thank you to everyone listening. Very exciting to see where we're going and how busy we're becoming as well. We're going to start having more guests on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start playing some games. So that means we're going to start showing some faces on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned. We are dropping some videos on YouTube. We are dropping trailer reactions, and we are going to be dropping more content for you guys.
All right, guys. So go follow us on every social media you can find anybody on at Discuss the Film. All right? We're done, right?
We're done. Let's wrap it up.
Right?
I think. Are you done?
Are we done?
Are you talking to me?
Are we done?
Are you done?
I think we're done. My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. We'll talk to you again soon.